This video will show you how the Newsteo products run. Newsteo Solutions Principles. Newsteo wireless solutions are aimed to make measurements and transmit their values by radio to a distant supervisory center. Newsteo architecture is composed by the logger, either the temperature or humidity or any sensor logger. It takes a measure, timestamp it and transmits it by radio to the receiver. The radio receiver that can connect to a PC or a PLC in Modbus protocol or a standalone gateway, either Ethernet or GPRS collector. The surveillance software, which can be either the Newsteo RF monitor or decibels monitor applications, or a proprietary software which can be developed by the customer on the basis of a provided SDK. Functioning modes. The Newsteo loggers can be used in two modes depending on customer's application. Record mode. Measurements are stored in the memory of the logger. Restitution is controlled by the user who gives the order by radio, and the measurements are then downloaded on its receiver. This mode is used for measurement campaigns with a posteriori consultation treatment of data, without possibility of having real-time alerts. Monitoring mode. The measurements are, at a given frequency, sent in real time to the radio receiver, for a real-time supervision. The Newsteo tracker, to monitor the conditions of carriage of goods, only works in record mode. We will now see an animation showing the principle of the record mode. In this scenario, the Newsteo logger is fixed to a pipe to monitor its temperature. The measurements are recorded into the internal logger memory. The supervisor makes a round, for example, each week. At a distance of several hundred meters, he downloads the measured data of one or more loggers. Measurements are instantly displayed. He can then return to his office to analyze the measurement. We will see an animation illustrating the principle of monitoring mode. The logger is placed in a refrigerator. At a frequency determined by the installer, it measures temperature and transmits its value to the supervisor by radio. Measurements are displayed on the PC equipped with the radio reception key. Automatically, the monitoring curves are traced. If an obstacle blocks the radio transmission, the supervisor is alerted by a warning. As for measurements, they are then recorded in the logger and are not lost. Once communication is restored, the stored measurements are sent to the supervisory position. Thus, all measurements are saved and the supervisor has complete monitoring of the cold chain. Create a wireless sensor network. Operational principle. The loggers take sensor measurements and transmit them by radio. The PC or the PLC or the collector receive the measurements and transmit them to a central database. An alarm in real time can be sent to the supervisor. Wherever he is, the supervisor can access all the measurements from the database through the internet. You now know the basic principles of Newsteo systems. Feel free to contact us for more information.